What if one young man with thick glasses and a Fender guitar could change music forever? Before the Beatles, before stadium rock, before the British invasion, there was Buddy Holly. In just 18 months at the top of his career, he wrote and recorded songs that would shape the future of rock and roll. His sound was fresh. His songwriting was personal. His band, the Crickets, created a blueprint that countless groups would follow. Hits like That'll Be the Day, Peggy Sue, and Every Day weren't just catchy tunes, they were revolutionary. He proved that artists could write their own songs, produce their own records, and control their own sound. But just as his star was rising, tragedy struck. On February 3, 1959, a day later called the day the music died, Buddy Holly's life was cut short in a plane crash. He was only 22. Yet decades later, his influence echoes through generations of musicians who followed his lead and changed the world. Buddy Holly was born Charles Hardin Holly on September 7, 1936, in Lubbock, Texas. Raised in a musical family during the Great Depression, he learned to play piano and fiddle before picking up the guitar as a teenager. Influenced by country, gospel, and rhythm and blues, Holly developed a unique style that blended these sounds into something entirely new. In the early 1950s, rock and roll was emerging, led by artists like Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry. Inspired, Holly formed a band that would eventually become the Crickets. In 1957, they recorded That'll Be the Day, which became a #1 hit in the United States and the United Kingdom. The song's success marked a turning point in rock history, as it highlighted a self-contained band writing and performing its own material. Unlike many artists of his time, Holly was deeply involved in the production of his music. He experimented with studio techniques such as double-tracking vocals and innovative arrangements. Songs like Peggy Sue, Oh Boy, and Rave On showcased his energetic guitar playing and distinctive hiccuping vocal style. Holly's clean-cut image, complete with horn-rimmed glasses, contrasted with the rebellious stereotype of early rock stars. Yet his music carried youthful energy and emotional honesty that resonated deeply with teenagers. His approach influenced future bands, including the Beatles, who even chose their band name partly inspired by the Crickets. In 1958, Holly married Maria Elena Santiago and moved to New York City, continuing to write and record ambitious material. However, financial disputes with his manager forced him to tour relentlessly to support himself. In early 1959, Holly joined the Winter Dance Party Tour alongside rising stars Ritchie Valens and the Big Bopper. On February 3, 1959, after a performance in Iowa, the three musicians boarded a small plane to avoid harsh winter travel conditions. The plane crashed shortly after takeoff, killing everyone on board. The tragedy shocked the world. Singer Don McLean later referred to that date as the day the music died in his song American Pie. Though his career lasted barely 2 years, Buddy Holly recorded over 50 songs that became rock and roll classics. His songwriting structure, band format, and recording innovation laid the foundation for modern pop and rock music. Today, Buddy Holly is remembered as one of rock's earliest pioneers, a young visionary whose short life left an everlasting echo in music history.